in this year, 2025, this was the first time I touched Mass Effect ever. And I'm playing the Legendary Edition and I'm just on the first game. And so I wanted to give you guys a first impressions from somebody who's never experienced the game before. I've been trying to stay away from spoilers. I don't even know what happens because, again, I didn't even know the game existed. And I'm so excited to share this journey with you. And I'm also so sorry that I didn't know. So I was a little skeptical about this game because, look, it came out in 2007 and I was kind of expecting it to suck a little bit. I was just expecting that like little 2007 flavor that I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, where everything's just a little bit janky, nothing really works right, the graphics are the replayability is the story is I didn't know. And I thought that nostalgia might have been clouding everyone's minds, but again, I wanted to try the game. I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And looking back, I'm so sorry. I judged the game unfairly, entirely. So the game's character creation was lots of fun at first, and I was intrigued that you could have different backstories for Shepard. You could have a lady Shepard, a male Shepard, and you could have all sorts of different classes and things like that. I ended up going with Vanguard, which is supposedly like a combination of biotic and kind of this like military background. To be honest, I was so confused about what a biotic was until like a couple hours ago. It's like some sort of like telepathic, telekinetic powers is my understanding. Please don't kill me if I don't get all this wrong. Again, I'm a total noob and I'm learning things as I go, but also trying to avoid spoilers. So look, I'm an absolute sucker for space, sci-fi, and lore, and I should have known that this game was gonna hook me. I just didn't anticipate it. So it's just really cool that you're exploring the galaxy. It's actually the Milky Way. I was really intrigued by the fact that you could actually go to specific places within the Milky Way, like the Horsehead Nebula and things like that. I thought that was really, really awesome. And I really like the different dialogue options. That was one thing that struck me right away, was that I had choices. And so immediately my spidey senses were tingling. I'm like, my actions have consequences. My actions have consequences. It gave me like Baldur's Gate 3 flashbacks in the best way possible, I guess. And it took me back to my first playthrough. So I really liked that it felt immediately like, oh, my choices actually matter. So they kind of drop you into things immediately, which I really liked. As you're going through the tutorial on Eden Prime, you meet this guy called Nihilus and the Turians. And I'm not gonna lie, immediately I was like, they're kind of hot. I am who I am. I am who I am. Sue me, sue me. I know I'm not the only one. So immediately I was like, ooh, who is this? Who is this race? What are they all about? Why is Nihilus kind of hot? And then if you know, the fact that my man was deleted within several minutes of getting there, I was like, oh, okay, so that's how this is going. I really like that the story feels really well thought out. It doesn't feel like one of those stories where, it almost is like they're giving you information, like trying to catch up and things are piecing together like as you're moving along. It feels like there's a story underneath everything and you're just kind of dipping in and learning about like this really complex history of life in the galaxy, of the council, of humans in this like alien spacefaring technological kind of society. And I really liked that. I liked that it felt like there was lore to learn instead of these random stories like kind of catching up, if that makes sense. So one of the things that immediately struck me after I got through the first couple hours of the game was that there were a bunch of characters and companions that you could bring along, which I really, really liked. Again, it gave me like Baldur's Gate 3 vibes. Every companion has their own personality. So you got Joker, who is the pilot of the ship, and he's voiced by Seth Green, and I cannot unhear Chris Griffin from Family Guy. I keep quoting this like over and over, but it's like, hey, when Chris goes, I have $1.59, do something to me. I love you. I want to take you away from all this. I can't stop. It just is what it is. I'm also like kind of ashamed, but also kind of not. I immediately have a crush on Garris. I've been titling my streams #1 Garris lover. Tally's kind of a cutie patootie. I really love her outfit. I like her backstory. The story of the Quarians is actually really, really cool. Rex is kind of my homie. He shares the same name as me, Tyrex, Rex. And he's kind of like my little, not really little, my big froggy buddy, He's kind of like my little emotional support battle frog. The most boring part of this is the humans, to be honest. Like, who's surprised about that? Kaden is just like vanilla. Like, there's like not much to him. Like, he's just like a dude who like goes around doing like dude bro stuff. There's like not much depth to his character. Maybe that's gonna change as I get further into the game, but like, and then we have Ashley. I don't like her. She's a spacist. which is my moniker for space racist. And I don't like it at all. She's kind of mean. And usually I'm kind of into that because, you know, when the mean girls are mean to me, then it's kind of hot, but I don't like her. Liara, cutie patootie. Okay, I love her. I love that she's this little nerd. I love that she loves her rocks and her little science. We love a woman in STEM. So big fan of all the companions so far. The humans are like a little bit lackluster, but other than that, I'm really enjoying all of the aliens. Okay, so getting into the gameplay, it's definitely 2007-esque. I wasn't expecting anything different. It has those unique thaws with the early 2000s games. It's a little janky. It's functional though, and it's functional enough to have a good time and still be able to respect the nostalgia of the game. It gave me kind of like Halo vibes, to be honest. And to be transparent, because I didn't understand the biotic abilities at first, I was kind of playing it like Halo and just pow, 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 pow. Adding the biotic abilities onto things added an extra layer. It was a little confusing, but also not that bad. And it's functional enough that I could still like panic and yell and do things during combat. The shooting fell off, but it wasn't great. I hate how you'll be running somewhere and you'll get caught. There's like this like auto cover mechanic where you'll automatically take cover in front of objects in front of you. And there were certain times where I was like trying to move during combat and I'll get caught taking cover and then I can't shoot. And then it's just a little hard. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but that's neither here nor there. So I haven't used squad controls yet. I just barely found out that was a thing. Oopsie. But I mean, I've been functioning without it, so I think it's fine. Guys, can we talk about the Makeo? Can we just talk about it? Why is it like driving a bar of soap that has a jetpack on it up a mountain? It's a bar of soap. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It does kind of have a special place in my heart, but my God, is it awful as well. Also shooting while driving and doing all the things in the Makeo, driving up a mountain. It's a whole thing. In the year 2025, where we have 100 gigabyte AAA games dropping every Tuesday, and they can't even load a texture properly. I think we all know who I'm talking about. Yet this little 2007 game, like, it's still a banger. I'm like actually really surprised. Again, I was like such a skeptic in the beginning and such a hater, but I'm actually really enjoying myself. I did not expect to. I really didn't. Okay, so I think there are a couple reasons why it's held up all this time. So the Legendary Edition, my understanding is that it remastered all 3 games into like one nice package, and I really like that. The visuals are honestly great, like for being 2007 graphics. Space is still gorgeous, and I love the accuracy of being able to explore the galaxy and go to each planet and everything. The dialogue and the voice acting and the music, honestly, the music is something that I really enjoyed actually, are stunning. I really, really like them. I like that you feel like Shepard, like you're making choices that are aligned with like whatever morals and values you want to have. So there's like Paragon, where it's like aligned good, or Renegade, where you're kind of aligned more bad. And I attributed it to more of like a Dirge, like a Dark Urge Baldur's Gate game and a Tav Baldur's Gate game. And I played more on I'm playing on the Paragon space because I kind of align more with like chaotic good mentalities. I think that this game, one of the things that sets it apart from current games is that it genuinely like feels like a game that somebody loves. You know what I mean? Like it feels like the developers actually put some time, thought, and energy into this game instead of these games where you can tell they're just like out for microtransactions and getting money from you from a battle pass. I'm so sick of games like that, and this feels like an immersive experience that I'm very much enjoying so far. Again, I'm only like 10 hours into the game. With that, I do have a couple things that I just straight up don't like. The inventory system is a little bit of a mess. It took me so long to realize that I could upgrade my weapons, and also like, why am I carrying 87 of the same assault rifles around? That was a lot. Like, I get that I can sell them, but like, it got so crazy. The other thing is the side quests. As good as the main story is so far, the side quests are really lackluster. Like, it's either you're going to a specific planet, you're surveying it, and then you get like this little pop-up of text, or you're there, you blow up a room full of enemies, and then that's kind of it. And it doesn't feel like it integrates really well into the story. The Citadel, oh man, that place is confusing as all get out. I had no idea like how the fast traveling system worked or anything like that. I was so overwhelmed. There's like a million vendors there, but also like none at the same time. I think I bought like 10 things from a vendor so far. It's like hardly anything. And then the elevators. Guys, the elevators, this is essentially an elevator simulator game. There's so many elevators all the time, everywhere. Elevator, elevator, elevator. So, you know, those are just like a little bit of feedback. They don't like kill the game though. It doesn't make the game unplayable. It doesn't make it any less enjoyable. It's just these little like funny 2007s like esque flavors that come with a game like this. And I think it actually gives it a lot of character, and I don't hate any of it, to be honest. It feels nostalgic. So again, this is just my first impressions. I've played approximately 10 hours of the game. I think I'm about halfway through, and I am so looking forward to playing the rest of it. I lose interest in games really quickly when I'm not fully engaged with them, and this one I look forward to playing every time. And the cult following that it has, and how many people have come into my stream saying, oh my god, I wish I could experience this for the first time again, it just adds a little bit more meaning to the playthrough. And so I'm really excited, and I just recently found out that you can romance your NPC characters, which I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm scared a little bit for what the rest of the game holds, because people tell me I'm gonna cry, and like, I'm a tough cookie, but I'm also kind of a fragile cookie, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I am a little bit attached to these characters, so I don't know. There might be some things coming up that I'm not ready for. So I can already tell that this franchise is about to become like a core part of my content and identity. I'm so glad that there's 3 entire games that have to do with this universe, and I'm so excited to learn more. I just am trying to avoid spoilers like I'm Neo in the freaking Matrix, because I want to play this as authentically as possible, and I don't want to go in expecting a certain outcome or knowing what happens and just kind of being like, in these big moments, just being like, eh. So it's happening. I'm really excited to share this with you. I'm really excited to finish the game and then get on to the rest of the series. My final verdict, honestly, is that Mass Effect is still legendary in 2025. Mass Effect 1, again, a 2007 game. I did not expect to have this much fun. I didn't expect to enjoy it. I didn't expect for my viewers to enjoy it. Even with the clunky menus and some of the side quest issues, I really like it. Makeo physics aside, I think it's a good game and it's worth your time. So if you've never played it, I would highly recommend you try it out. If you've played it before, replay it. And if you think space games are boring, oh my god, just kidding. It's okay to not like space, but you're also missing out. So this is Tyrex here, your local chaotic good space commander, signing off. If you would like to subscribe for more yelling, more romance, I think Turians are in my future, fortunately, unfortunately, and probably some dialogue choice regrets. Make sure you subscribe, comment your favorite part of the game, and I will see you next time. Bye.